Hello, hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to use this fine little item that I just got from Sizzix. It's the bat with the moon, and it's just called Moonlight 666386. And I haven't even gotten into it yet. How you like that? But anyway, we got that we're going to deal with die cutting. And then we have some stamping we're going to do with this, which is shattered. Got all kinds of glare on there. But anyhow, I'm going to try to make a really interesting technique with this. I'm sure it's been done before. I just haven't done it. So we are going to do that. Here is what I've picked out to use on my moon. And I have some great black. It's a mixed media black. And I've never used that before, but it's a very nice dark color. Look at it. So that's what I'm going to cut the bats out. I'm probably not going to have as many bats as what's on here. Probably just like a main one and maybe a couple of others. Because I don't think they're really going to show on here. We'll have to see. I'll have to see. This is some paper, and as you can see, one side is pretty light, but the other has some decent color on it. This one is definitely black. I did this one dye session where I went black, and then I put some more, like a blue in it, and I got a blue shade, and then I put some purple or something in it, so I got more of a purple shade, as you can see here. But these are the three darkest ones I had. So we're going to use that. And I'm going to make up a page for, I have a Poe Journal that's probably going to have Halloween. It's going to be like Gothic Poe. So I'm going to have Gothic elements of Halloween in it. Kind of like that, yeah. So, yeah, since this is mixed media black, I have a lot of those, the mica sprays. So we're probably going to spray our bats with a little bit of a sheen of some color. So we're going to see how that turns out. All right, and then we're also going to do some outlining of some type on here. I do have I didn't pull that. Let me get it. Shoo, I had some digging to do. Okay, I picked this. It does have it's the one that has the candle. It's foreboding. It has a drippy candle and like a splatter stampy kind of thing here, which we may use too. I need something for stars. And I didn't know what to use, so maybe we'll try that. But I wanted these two pieces here that are like a scroll design, I guess you would say. So we're using that just to kind of decorate the outside edges to give it more to this. And then we're going to ink over that. All right, so let me go ahead, and I probably want to put this on here first. And so let's get that set up. The great thing about this shattered, I got it because it also came with this little extra, we call it a stamp block. And you can actually use you could have left it on there actually, but to get it a little more firm, I'm going to put it on this. You can use old, or not even old, but quilting. I'm trying to pull one out over here. Quilting squares. That's about what this is, basically. But if you have some quilting squares about that size, that would be perfect. And if you don't use it for quilting anymore, glue one of those things on here, like a little knob. And that's what you could pick it up with. It is kind of hard to get your fingers under it. And this one as well, it's pretty flat. There's nothing to hold it up. But I've seen people that'll put them little knobs on there. All right. What we're going to do here, I've got a black, which is just a basic black embossing powder, and a basic white. Now, these aren't the fine detail. These are just the basic ones. So I've got a tray or a plate here that's going to hold whatever we're going to shimmy and shake. And then I've got my Versamark watermark stamp pad that we're going to get on here and do some stamping. And I believe this needs to be behind the moon. Yeah, I think I would. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I got to figure out how to get this. I want it to be lightning. If you're trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I think I'm going to go ahead and fold it because I only want it to be on the one side. I can put something else on the other side. And I know this one's got spots, but I'm going to try to go over that with something else. Maybe the scrolly stamps could be on that other side. All right, so lightning. I think I wouldn't mind having it kind of coming in on the side like this. We'll put the moon there. How big is that moon? Like I said, I hadn't even took it out of the package yet. Oh, that one's pretty big. I see it in there. Let's see how big this moon is. Ooh. There are two sizes. That's the good thing about this. See, there's one big old bat. He's all by himself. Let's pull him out. And I don't know that I want the big moon. Oh, here's another bat that's by himself. He looks the same as the other one, so I may not use him. Yeah, I think the little moon is better. And see, here's the other bats. So you have the bats here, and you can separate them. And see, these are all about the same shape as that one. These are all the same shape. There's just different sizes. I kind of like those because they're different. They're kind of different. And I thought there was one that was upside down. That one. Yeah, where's that one? Which one is he? Oh, they're these. Oh, okay, there we go. That's that bat. Okay. Yeah. If you didn't hear me, I'm batty. So, we're going to put this one back in here. And I want to thank everybody for coming to visit. I always forget, so I want to get it in there. So, you know, I appreciate you. And, oh, and the time you're spending with me. All right, I need a little bit of, like paper or something here to stick back. Maybe that side. For my cast off, is that what you would call it? Where I'm sticking it here. And if it goes over, yeah. So what we would need to do is figure our moon out. And the problem is the lightning cannot go under the moon because the moon is way out there. I just realized that. So what I need to do is have it to where it's just getting ready to touch the moon and that's it. So I think we're good if I did it about like that. All right, and then we're going to go in here and put our Versamark stamp pad and get that placed down. I haven't been doing any mixed media lately, so I thought, well, you know, I need to do a little bit. Y'all probably thought I forgot how to do any. All right, so we need to do this like this. You kind of just come in here like that. Good enough. What are you doing, Domino? That's the earless wonder. She come in to visit, I guess. Not sure what she's doing. She got stuck outside today. Yeah. I didn't even know she's out there until she started scratching on the door. Alright, so we are working with this white. If I had some white, stamp pads, I don't think I do. But if I had some white, it would be perfect. See, it kind of reminds me of lightning, and that's what we're going for. Well, I'm going to set this over here, and I'm going to get my heat gun over here, and we're going to see what we can make out of this. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I moved a few things around in my craft room. Okay, that's too low. get it nice and hot, and we're going to see what we got here. Now when you emboss, and then you put something over top of it, ooh, I like that. You can actually wipe it off, because I'm going to probably smear some dark scorched timber around the outside edges of this paper to give me some gothy looks to it. Gothy. Is that the right word? Alright, where's the other two? Did I get... I don't know if I got that one. Yeah. You gotta really check to make sure it turns really nice and white. There we go. I didn't get in there all the way. Okay, let's do the next two. Alright, I got that one stamped out, and I'm going to stick it down and push it in. Yeah, I was thinking if I had any kind of a shatter stamp or a crackle kind of a stamp, and if I could get this to make it look like it was lightning. And I thought, oh, well, let me just try it and see. And I thought, oh, I need to share that with y'all so y'all could kind of see what I was getting at. And if you need to do something like this, oh, I may have poured a little bit over here, maybe. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this other one while I'm at it. Get my one side done. I'm doing 3 of them because if I go and make several of these Poe journals, which I plan to, I'm hoping that means I will have these already made and I won't have to even do any more. Alright, let's see how this works. Right there. I think I went in a little further than I should have, but that's okay. Never hurts. Alright, let's see what we can do on this one. And you want to always get your embossing powder on there quicker. You don't want to wait too long because it dries. It'll dry up. Alright, let me go ahead and get this powder back in here because we're done with this white, but we have a black that we're going to work with. I totally forgot about my stars. So I've got these 3 pages done, and now I pulled that from the foreboding set, and I kind of put one here. I don't think you can see it, but I kind of put it there to kind of see how it was going to look, and I think I like that. So we're going to try to put this down maybe like kind of right here. And it's going to be just around the moon. I'm not going to make it all over the page, you know. So we're going to have a little bit right in here. And maybe behind there. On this side. Alright, now let's see what we get. And if I like it, I'll do the other 2. Yeah, you always want to experiment and see how it looks. Is it going to work? Does it give you the look that you're wanting to get? Yeah, that's what you want to do. Now see, I like that because once the moon gets on there, let's go ahead and dry it and see what we get. I'm going to point it this way since I got my powder over there. Sometimes you have a moonless or a moon and starless night when the moon is really full, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can see everything. Let's see. Huh. What do you think? Once we get that that moon on top of there, that might not be too bad. It kind of is a good transition between the lightning, which abruptly stopped, you know, and the rest of this. So yeah, we're going to go with that. So let me get the other two made up. Okay, now I took that one big scroll design from the foreboding, and we're going to put that down at the base of this page. And I may put one like up in there somewhere as well. I'm thinking of it as wind. You know how wind will whip around? It's, you know, this is kind of like my rendition of lightning and stars and wind and stuff like that. So, you know, it's artist interpretation, which that's great. You can use whatever you've got on hand, and once you do it and put the scene together, your mind will think that that is what it is, even though you know that's a scroll of some type. Yeah, your mind will think on the lines of, oh yeah, that's wind. She meant that to be wind. So isn't that kind of cool how your mind can play tricks on you, your eyes can play tricks on you? So we're going to put this up here top on this one to go on this page, just for something interesting. It could be I put a pocket down here on the lower side of this page. I'm not sure. Maybe a tuck. I could come in here on one of them and put it like up through the side, which I may do to give me a little variety. But we're going to get our am I open? Oh, I got to open that. Goodness, that stuff is getting everywhere. My mom must have gave me this because I hadn't got it even open. I already had one that was a super fine detail, kind of a black, and I usually use it. See how pretty that's going to be? I like to have something there to counteract the black bats that's going to be here. That's kind of where I was going with it. Oh gosh, did I just rub my finger on it, or? Okay, no, we didn't hurt it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do two more, and we'll come back and we'll dry them all. Okay, I just dried that one, and now I'm going to go ahead and do this one that's just like the other one I just completed. I think they look really Gothic. So if you need a Gothic stamp, this really sets the tone. Trying to get to stay still for me. Let's see if I got that. It does curl your paper a little bit. So I don't know if you want to go up to a stronger paper. Now, I actually got some of the 24-pound paper, copy paper, because that's what I do all of my things like this with. I do just regular 20-pound, but I was thinking I could see through it, and I didn't like that. So let me go ahead and I will take this one. Is this the darker one? I think this must have been, that was the darker one, wasn't it? So let's take that one. And we're going to go ahead and finish out our look using this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up the die cut machine. I hope I don't wiggle you too much. I'm sure it will. It always does. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And I'm going to cut out my... Oh, okay. One of them is the circle. And that is the background. So that one comes through. I'm going to have to get me a bigger piece of paper. Let's see which way I need to go with this. Yeah. So you just want to do this and get your... This is just a piece of cream colored, kind of like a cardstock. Tommy gave them to me. They were like I guess you would do journal cards with them. So we have that one. I might get one more out of it. And then we have this, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut that so I can get that to go through. And we're actually going to ink this up a little bit just so it's not so blaring yellow. Although, you know, I'm sure the moon is probably this bright in the sky, but I wanted to stress it a little bit. Alright, so this is what we got. Got a few pieces in there. We'll fix that in a minute. And then here is all these. Now you could use these negatives if you wanted to. And then the way I clean this off, I scrape it like this with my other side. Now we got to do the bats. And I'm going to snip me a little bit of this black paper over here out of this Canson. And I don't need too much. It's pretty thick. Alright, now what I may want to do is go ahead and spray this. Yeah, I probably do want to do that. Let me go ahead and spray this real quick. Let me get this out of the way and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I want to spray. Do I want it to be purples? Or do I want it to be Phantom Mist? That almost might be kind of and then I've got Specimen, which is sort of green. And then I've got the Wicked Elixir. That's really green. So, oh, and I had Burning Ember. I think I want to go with this purple. I like this color. It's Ominous Twilight. Because you always see purple things when you have... Now, with the... oh, I forgot to shake that. With the... Edgar Allan Poe kit that I've got, that this is probably going to go with, he has a lot of red elements, so that, what was it? The Burning Ember. I'm probably going to use that for some stuff too. Alright, oh, I see the purple coming out now. Alright, so we're just going to do that. And I'm going to hit this with the heat gun off camera, so you don't have to hear it, and dry that. I sure hope this is enough. Maybe I won't do as many bats, but isn't that pretty? You can see that mica spray and that beautiful purple. I love that. All right, we're going to get in here with some bats. Let's go ahead and put us a big old bat there. We're going to put us a little bat nestled in there because that's probably the easiest way to do that. And then I'm going to put some of these little upside down bats right there, and I'm going to try to get that down and holding you. When you do this, if you're new at this, you want to take some washi tape and connect these down. You don't want those to ever overlap themselves and send us through, because oh no, you're going to mess up your machine or your dies or both when you do that. So you don't want to have that happen. And I'm going to wing it. No, wing it, yeah. You know me and my words. I'm winging it. But we're going to probably just do this many for this one, and then I'll come back and do more when I finish up the other 2 pages. They must all be, yeah, they're inside of there. Let me get this out of the way. And if anybody ever wonders what kind of machine I've got, it's a Spellbinders. You know me, when I first started, out, I was, you know, checking out different things. What did I want for this? What did I want for that? And I liked the 6-inch Spellbinder. I felt like that got the job done. It folds up, so, you know, you can store it easier, and that kind of thing. Yeah. These bats are not cooperating. There we go. That one fell out. And then I had the big one. He's in here. All right. Let's see if we need all of these bats. We may not. I'll tuck my pokey tool up there. And, oh, gosh, that's so pretty. All right. Now, what we want to do is to get us a little inky dink going on our moon. Because we don't want it to be this pretty yellow. Not at all. So mostly I'm going to do the outside edge. I might ought to go ahead and glue it because that's going to give this a little bit more strength on this one side over here. Now to tell you the truth, I might not have to ink that side because remember, in art, you have a shadow that is cast, and then, you know, the sun is on one of these sides. We're just going to say it's over here. So this can stay nice and bright, and we won't have to shade it at all. Now, it could be that I actually shade a little bit of a darker area here as well, along this edge. So let's see about that. I don't know where the sun is located at this time of night. So I don't know whether I need to leave the bottom or the right side open. We'll go with that for now. Go ahead and get it glued and see how that works. Maybe we'll put a little bit of scorched timber in there too. I gotta get out there and feed the outdoor kitty since hubby's away. Yeah, I'm on cat duty. I went out there earlier, but she wasn't there, so maybe she'll show up. Had all kind of deer down there. I went out and saw him, and he rolled some peaches, which were ripe on the tree, to a little doe that I guess he kind of feeds all the time like that. Well, I had some of my bucks out there. I've got like an 8-pointer and I think a 6-pointer and I don't know what others. I think there was a little spike out there not long ago. There's two that always hangs out together. Well, I'm not sure. I don't like that. I must have put it on there wrong. So we're just going to go around like that and trim off that white. It's not a round moon. It's like a, I don't know. it's wonky. It's very wonky. So let's take some scorched timber. And I think it's this one that I'm going to actually use as well for the side of the page. Yeah, it needed a little something. Yeah, going around it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it that well against the actual page, but we got our pieces made up here. So let's put them to the side, and then we'll put that in here, and we're going to do something to our page. I'm going to kind of ink around the outside edge. Here's my this is my paper that I'll put down when I'm doing things that might otherwise mess up my base. I'm going to take our scorched timber, and I think we're going to just kind of slowly roll it on here. I want to finish these edges to where they're nice and dark, but the rest of the page can stay where it's at. This is just to help give us a frame. Oh, oh no, I thought I had heated that one. I wonder if I need to worry about it. Huh. Well, ain't that the thing? You want to make sure you heat and emboss all of them. Did I don't know if I did. That one's definitely done. That one's done. Okay, let me heat and emboss this one. All right, I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to put my little brush in here and kind of brush away any of those pieces, but I doubt if you would see them You know, it doesn't have to be exact. It's not an exact science. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we got. You can also do this and then re-stamp it if you wanted to. Let's see what we got. It's supposed to be my rendition of the wind. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Yep, I'm kind of okay with that. But I'll tell you what, since we had the issue with it, let's go ahead and use this one. It's nice and dry. I don't have to worry about this one. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go in here, kind of using a kind of a circular pattern, and just kind of go around the outside edges. That's all I'm doing. I can't believe it. You know me, if it can happen. But at least I got to show you a way to, you know, troubleshoot. I'm all about the troubleshooting, guys. I am. If I was 49 Dragonflies, I would have went, oh no! That's her favorite thing. All right, let me just go ahead and finish out this side. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but I did want to have a little bit of a dark sheen around the outside of it. I don't know if my spouncers about had it or what's going on here. Okay. Yeah. Are you wiggling? I'm looking down, so I'm not able to see out, but yeah, I feel like my spouncers about had it. So I'm going to go in just a little bit and try to do a lighter blend to try to like let that fade out. I do have a makeup brush, so I ought to be trying to use that. Now over here, see, it's really, really dark. And then it kind of turns light. I don't like that. I want to kind of give it a variation. Okay. I think we're getting there. Yeah, that's a lot better. And see, with the with it being heat embossed, it does not take the ink like it would. But if it was to do that, you would just like wipe it off. You just take it right along there and it just wipes it right back off again. But yeah, I'm happy with that look. Okay, let's finish this out with our bats in our moon. Now, I can also get in here with some words or something and have that on here. I'll just do a very light little edge right there. There we go. Now, I should have got in there on the inside of the moon and did a little bit of distressing as well, but I didn't do it. So right here, see, I'm going to put it right in the middle of all the stars. I'm going to put that down. Then we're going to come in here with our big old bat. He's going to lead the procession. And I don't really need this anymore, so let me get that out of the way. Yep. I've been watching this for a couple years. I'm telling you, I'm into Halloween. I got to do some Halloween stuff after I went and binge watched a few shows today, some videos on people's flip through. So I don't know if we'll remember the ideas or not, but I really hope so. Well, I thought these were the upside down bats, but I don't think they are. But they're a little different. So let's use some of the different wingspans here. Yeah, I could have swore I used the upside down ones. Okay. So I'm going to have him kind of mosey in that way. Like he's trying to catch up with Big Daddy. And then we got a little one here who he could be in the back. If you're trying to make like a, what do you call it, where it's going back in sight. I'm sorry, I can't think of words anymore. So, staggering. So you want to kind of bring the sizes forward, like this one. He might be over here with Big Daddy. You're going to have your smallest ones at the back, and then you come forward with larger ones as you go. There we go. One more. And because he looks exactly like that one, you want to maybe tilt him a little bit. So he's got a different look to him. Okay. Or should he be right there? I'm going to have him cross over that one. He's in front because he's bigger, you see. So he could cross over the back bat because he's smaller. So he's farther in the distance. Depth perception? Maybe that's what I'm trying to think of. Depth perception. Who knows? Oh, it'll come to me. Okay, so let's see what we got. Does that look good? We have the moon and all the bats kind of flying around. It would be pretty neat if I can find something in my Poe kit that put in here, like a word or a phrase or something along those lines. It may be that I get in here and I actually colorize that a little bit more instead of what I've got at the moment. Let's see. Kind of like there's a fog coming up. Instead of the wind, maybe it's the fog. Yeah. And yeah, somebody was saying you could use old makeup brushes, and I've got some. I got one right here, but I don't know. Let's see what this does. I was testing it one day, and I wasn't really sure. I was crazy about it because it's not a very big difference. Maybe I could get up in here. I don't even think it's working. Yep. Don't think it's working. All right. I kind of like that. It's kind of like the dark, eerie fog is coming up through to the sky. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed that and got a few ideas on how to use your stamps, your mica sprays, some of your new dyes, how to make a stamp look like it's something else. Now, I really like this because it does look gothic. So everyone, I want you to have a great, great day. I got to go out and feed this cat and watch the Olympics. Everybody have a great, great day. Bye-bye.